Good afternoon, Ralf. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Could we start with some team news, please? There were quite a few, of course, who were out in your previous game against Brentford. So Sancho, will he be available for selection tomorrow?
He didn't train yesterday because he still asked us to be able to not train since he attended that funeral on Wednesday. And it still affected him quite a lot. He will be expected back to training this afternoon at 3 o'clock. But right now it's not sure if he will be available for the game tomorrow because, as I said, it was an important member of the family, somebody who was very close to him in all his life. And therefore, I have to wait and see, speak to him during training, after training, and then take the decision if he will be available for tomorrow.
Simon Peach.
In regards to the other night, we just heard that Victor Lindelof's house was broken into. His family were at home. How is he and how are you supporting the family as a club?
Yeah, I spoke with him at length on our flight back home from London, and also this morning we spoke for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. He told me what had actually happened, and this was really a traumatic event, especially for his wife and even the 3-year-old son. He said to me that he right now needs to stay at home. He doesn't want to leave his wife and his family on their own, which I can fully understand, being a father of two children myself. We agreed that he will not be training today and also not be on duty tomorrow for the game.
There's been a lot of talk this week about Jesse Lingard's future. There's also obviously lots of speculation linking Manchester United with all manner of players. What is the latest on Jesse? And in an ideal world, I know January isn't always the easiest market. Would you like to bring in a January signing?
Yeah, with regard to Jesse, it's the same as with quite a few other players. He's a really good player. I can see that in every training session. And for me, it's normal that other clubs, like for example Newcastle, show interest in him. But I'm not the one who is dealing with that. So I know that there might be some interest from other clubs, but if you ask me now what will happen in the next 10 days until the closure of the window, I cannot answer that question, I'm afraid.
Hello, Ralf. Can I ask you about Diogo Dalot? He's not somebody who was playing so much before you came. He's become far more regular. What's he doing right to stay in your team? In which areas is he impressing you and where does he need to improve?
I mean, offensively, he has a lot of assets. He did well. He's somebody who can deliver crosses from the wing. He's also able to take on players in one-on-one situations. The areas where he can still improve and where there is still space for improvement is obviously in his defensive work. He's not that much of a defensive fullback, but more of an offensive fullback. But this is normal. There are quite a few other fullbacks in other clubs where it's the same. Quite a few of those fullbacks formerly played as right or left wingers, and therefore, so far with the development since I'm here with Diogo, the same with Alex Tejes, I'm happy. They get more game time right now because Luke is injured and Aaron is still ill. So I'm happy to have those two players available. And as I said, offensively, both of them have their assets and their strengths, but defensively, there is still some space for improvement.